All right, then let's begin on our backs. And as always, your legs can be straight or bent. Knees can rest in or out, however you're comfortable. And if you are comfortable doing so, you can close your eyes. And let's just begin by feeling the weight of the head on the ground. See if you can relax your neck and really just release the weight of your head. And then moving down the back of the body, feeling the shoulder blades. Any parts of your spine that may be touching. Your buttocks. Perhaps the backs of the legs if your legs are stretched out straight. Feeling the weight of the feet or the heels on the ground. And noticing how the backs of the arms can rest here on the floor. The whole back of the body releasing down. And then bring your attention to the front of your body. And deepen your breath so that you can feel the front of the body rising up into the space above you. And then on the exhale, the back of the body sinking into the ground below you. With each deep, slow breath, feeling the rise, feeling the fall, feeling the space, feeling the release. And then we'll bend the knees and lift the feet into the air and cross the right leg over the left. Now, if you like, you can also hook your feet under. You don't have to. And then bring your right hand onto your right thigh and your left hand on top of your right hand. Take a nice deep breath in. And then when you exhale, press the legs toward the hands and the hands toward the legs and scoop the lower belly in and up, that area between the navel and the pubic bone. And then relax that scoop when you inhale and repeat. Let's do 3 more. And then release the legs and the hands. Cross the left leg over the right, hooking the feet if you like. Left hand on the thigh, right hand on top of it. Inhaling deep. Exhale, pushing and resisting, scooping. 4 more. And release the cross of the legs and feet. Hug the knees to the chest. Lift the forehead to the knees. Hug yourself into a nice tight ball. Feel the breath inflating the ball and then deflating, squeezing even closer in. And then send the arms forward. Relax the shoulders down. Move the knees away from you until they're right over the hips, and line the feet up with the knees and pull the belly down, pressing the low back to the floor. Steady breath. Inhale, straighten one leg. Exhale, return it. Inhale, other leg. Exhale, return. If your neck starts to strain, then you can hold the back of your head, but keep the elbows out to the side. If this is too intense for you, you can just lay your torso on the ground and continue like that. And if you want to make it even easier, if you're on the ground, then you can bring your hands under your low back. Inhaling straight, exhaling back to that right angle position. 2 more on each side. Release your head down, hug the knees in, relax the belly. Deep breaths. Open the knees out to the side, letting your hands rest at your inner legs. Letting the weight of your legs surrender under the weight of your hands. And then breathe nicely into your low belly. And bring the knees back together. Lift the head again. Rock yourself up without the feet coming to the ground. Bring the hands behind your thighs. Pull toward you to help bring your back ribs forward. Lift your chest. Relax your chin down. And again, lift the knees to the height, the feet to the height of the knees. If you want this to be more challenging, bring your arms forward. If you want it to be more challenging, bring your arms up. If you want it to be more challenging, straighten your legs. If you want it to be less challenging, smile. Slowly lower the legs down, lift the arms up, pull the shoulders down the back, flex the feet. See if you can flex the feet so hard that the heels come off the ground. And then hinge forward, bring your left hand to the outside of your right foot or leg. Lower the right hand to shoulder height, and then lift the right leg. Inhale, lift tall through the chest and head. Exhale, turn your ribs to the right, looking back at your right thumb. And then you might steer your right leg a little bit more to the left. Actively flexing the left foot. And release the leg down. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, left arm, shoulder height. Right hand comes across to the outer foot or the outer leg, wherever you reach. And then lift the leg. Good. You don't want to be reaching so far forward that you can't be upright and straight through your spine. And then we'll get even taller and straighter with an inhale. Exhale, turn your ribs to the left, looking back at your left thumb or closing your eyes and keeping your eyes moving in that direction behind closed lids. And maybe steering that left leg to the right, twisting a little deeper. Breathing up, tall and long. Breathing out, twisting, emptying. And come back to center. Return the foot down. Lift the arms up. Inhale. Flex the feet strongly. Exhale. Fold forward. Dropping the hands, dropping the head. And then push down and back through the thighs to lengthen forward through the crown of the head. Inhaling long up the spine. Feel the breath moving from the bottom to the top of your torso. And then on your exhale, scoop the belly in. Legs are actively pressing into the ground. On your next inhale, roll up, reach the arms up. Exhale, bring the arms to the ground, behind you, fingers pointing forward. You can keep your legs straight, or if you want less of a challenge, you can bend your knees. Roll your shoulder blades in toward each other, kind of spiraling your hands on the ground away from each other. And then lift your hips off the ground with either bent knees or straight legs. Lift your tailbone, Drop your head back if that's comfortable. If not, drop it forward. If your legs are straight, try to touch your toes to the floor. Breathe long into the front body. Keep lifting the tailbone. And release down. Relax the hands, drop the chin to the chest. And lift your head, cross your ankles, and flip over your legs onto hands and knees. Coming onto hands or fists, lining them up under the shoulders, knees under the hips. We're going to start with an easy cat and cow, letting the tailbone curl up, the belly drop down as you inhale into the belly, and then continue the breath all the way up to the chest as your eyes reach up. And then exhaling, tailbone curls down, and the wave ripples up the spine all the way to the head. So this movement is a gradual movement from the tailbone to the top of the head on the inhale and the exhale. So you're really articulating each vertebra of the spine. Okay, now we're going to start to move more quickly with a more rapid breath. And if that's not going to work for you today, if you're pregnant or for any reason the rapid breath isn't beneficial to you, then stay slow. So we're just going to start to pick up the pace gradually until you move to the fastest pace you can manage. It's a forceful breath, in and out through the nose. Still inhaling as you curl up and exhaling as you curl down. Inhale, hold that position and hold the breath. And then lift your anal muscles up toward the crown of your head, holding the breath. When you need to exhale, sit on your feet. Rest your hands in your lap. Then bring your hands to your shoulders, making light fists. We'll inhale and reach the arms up. Exhale, bring them down, coming back to light fists. And you're going to do it as rapidly as you can without losing the coordination between the breath and the movement. Nice forceful breath. Keep going. Almost there. And relax. Bring the hands into fists. Press them together. Inhale deep. Hold the breath. As you push the fists together, pull up from the base of the spine. Pull up from the belly. Press the tongue to the roof of your mouth. Roll the eyes to the top of your head. Imagine like you're pressing that held breath up out the crown of your head. When you need to exhale, release everything, coming forward into child's pose. Let the arms rest over the thighs, sinking toward the floor. Extend the arms overhead. Lift the buttocks off the heels. Spread the fingers wide. Curl the toes under. Take a breath in. And exhale, lift the knees. Pressing the thighs back and the heels down. Roll the shoulders down the back. Drop the head. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, down. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, down. And continue pressing forward into the hands so that the foot that stays on the ground presses the heel to the floor. A few more times. Switching legs. Getting that lifted heel as high as you can. And the next time you lift the left leg, keep it in the air. And then move the right heel out to the right so that that right foot is on an angle and the whole foot is hopefully able to come to the ground. Bend your left knee, flex your left foot, push the heel back, rolling the hips open. Look under your left arm. And then if you want a serious balance challenge, see if you can release your left hand to your left foot. If you have it, you can start to kick your foot back. And if you're using your hand, return it. Bring that left knee all the way forward, coming up into pigeon. Coming onto the fingertips, the back toes are curled under. Lift the right knee off the ground. Good. Push back into the right heel. And then look over your left shoulder, aiming your right hip toward your left knee, while pressing back strongly through the right heel. Notice where the breath goes in that position. And face forward. Bring the back knee down. Relax the foot. Take a breath in. Lift the heart. Exhale. Fold over your front leg. Resting your forehead either on hands, fists, or the ground. Resting your mind in the fullness and emptying of each breath. And then bring the hands back so that they're under the shoulders. Keep the elbows by your side. Push into your hands to lift the body up. Curl the back toes under. Lift the back knee. Step back into plank. Good. Now, every time you exhale, just lift your hips a little bit. And then inhale, lower back to plank. Exhale. When you lift your hips, move your bottom ribs toward your hip bones. So you're doing like a little crunch. And on your next exhale, push back into downward dog. Drop the head and chest. Sink the heels. And then we'll lift that right leg and then move the left heel out to the left so that that foot is on an angle and hopefully on the floor. And then shift weight into your left hand. You can leave your right hand on the ground. We'll bend that right knee, press the foot back behind you. And then if you're daring and you want to try, take the right hand to the right foot. Slow, steady breath. Stilling your eyes, stilling your mind. If you have the foot, you can start to kick it back. If you have the foot, release the hand. And then bring that right knee all the way up in between the hands. Come up onto the fingertips. And lift the back knee off the ground. Pushing back into the heel. Shoulders back, chest out. So the heart is moving away from the heel. And then look over your right shoulder. Aiming your left hip for your right knee while pressing back through your left heel. Feeling the breath coming in and out. Coming back to face front, releasing the knee down, relaxing the toes. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, fold over your legs, resting your hands, resting your head, maybe on your hands or fists or the floor. Trying to relax and breathe fully and deeply. Sinking into the ground with each exhale. Dropping the back body toward the front body. And lift your head. Come onto your elbows and bring the elbows under your shoulders. Curl the left toes under, lift the left knee, and send your right leg back, coming into a forearm plank. Straighten the legs, pressing back through the heels, press forward through the forearms, and tuck your tailbone under. Maybe steadying your breath with an ujjayi practice. Bringing the breath through the back of the throat, slowing it down, smoothing it out, calming your nervous system. Good. And then move your hands together so that the index fingers touch and the thumbs touch. Lift your hips, walk your feet forward, pressing forward through your forearms, back through your sit bones, and down through your heels. Drop your head completely down. Really press forward with the arms, opening those shoulders. And then lift your elbows, pushing into your hands. And walk your hands back to your feet. With a flat back and the arms out wide, come all the way up. Reaching the arms up as you inhale and bringing them to your heart center as you exhale. Feeling the breath. Then let the weight start to sink down into your left foot. Feel the body lining itself up over that foot. Softly open the eyes, finding a spot in front of you to rest your gaze on. And then we'll take the right foot and bring it to the inside of the left leg. If you can bring it all the way to the top, go ahead. If not, anywhere that you can bring it is fine, except for the knee. And if you're struggling with balance, then you can just have the toes resting on the ground lightly, and you'll still work on your balance that way. If your foot is against your thigh, press your thigh into your foot and your foot into your thigh. If you're balanced, then you can bring your arms up. If you need to have them out to the side for help, that's fine, or just leave them here at your heart center. Good. Now, if your arms are up and you're balanced, and only if you're okay here, you're steady, then take steeple mudra with your hands Index fingers up, the rest of the fingers interlaced. And then you're going to move your gaze over to the left and bend your body to the right. Really breathing up under those left ribs. Stretching tall up the left side. Or just staying in the tree that grows straight and tall. If you're bent, come back upright. Release the leg and the arms down. Closing the eyes. Feeling the feet, feeling the breath. Sinking weight into the right foot. Letting the whole body hover over that foot. So that it already feels like you're standing on just the one leg. Belly's relaxed, breath is easy and full. Gently open your eyes. Rest them on one spot. And bring your left foot to the inside of your right leg, wherever you can, as high as you can. Pushing the foot into the leg and the leg into the foot, that will create stability. The hands can be together at the heart, out for balance, or up if you can. If the arms are up and your tree feels stable, then you can start to gaze off to the right to allow you to bend to the left. Finding just the right gaze point to counterbalance the weight tilting. And then working with the breath coming up under those right ribs if you're in that bend. Or just lifting tall through the spine if you're straight. And if you're in the bent version, come up straight, release the arms and the legs, close the eyes. Inhale the shoulders up, inhale, pull them up some more, inhale, pull them up some more, exhale out of the mouth, drop the shoulders, bend the knees, bounce. Let's do that 2 more times. 3 inhales. And drop. 1 more. And then just standing still for a moment. Closing the eyes if that's comfortable. Relaxing the belly, feeling the openness of the breath. And we'll step the legs wide apart, bending deeply in the knees, dropping the buttocks. Take the arms out to the side, bend the elbows, coming into a goddess pose, shoulder blades down the back, tailbone tucked under. And you can either stay here or you can join me in rapid twisting. So I'm going to exhale and twist. Inhale through center. Exhale, twist the other side. Nice and fast. Letting the eyes reach back. If you're not wanting to twist and prefer to be still, you can still do that Rapid breathing can generate some heat and some energy in the body if you like, or just a slow, steady breath. If you're twisting, inhale center, hold the breath. Exhale, sink lower. Inhale, arms out to the side. Straighten the legs. Exhale, bend to the left. Let the left arm hang down without touching the leg. Bring the right arm overhead. Turn your gaze up. Push into your right foot, reaching out of the right arm. Breathing long and slow. If you want to make it harder, you can bring the left arm up so that the palms face each other. And lift up, coming into a five-pointed star. And then on your next exhale, drop the right arm down. Bring the left arm overhead. Turn your gaze up. And just let the weight of the right arm hang heavy, or bring it up, palms facing each other. Pushing down and away from you with the left foot, reaching out of the left arm. Breathing up the left side. Inhale up, coming into a five-pointed star. And then widen the heels so that they're as wide as the baby toes. And then exhale and fold over your right leg. Slow, deep breath. Inhale back up, left leg. Inhale back up into the star. Exhale, release the hands, stack the legs together. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, bend the knees. Lower your hips down, keeping the heels on the ground. Really drop the tailbone, lengthening the lower back. Pull the shoulders down the back. Reach up through the fingertips. Keep lowering the hips and buttocks, like you're sitting in an imaginary chair. Lower more, more, more. And then lift the heels and bring the hands to the ground. And then lower your buttocks and the ground. Extend the arms forward or bring them onto your chest, next level, or up overhead, next level. Lower slowly onto your back, tucking your chin. Once your head rests down, bring your hands to either side of your hips and bring the feet under your knees, hip width apart. Feel the breath rolling up from the belly to the chest. And on your next inhale, push into the backs of your arms, the bottoms of your feet. Lift your hips. If you're able to clasp your hands under your body, do so. And even if you're not, try to roll your shoulders under you. If your hands are clasped, you can pull them apart to lift the ribs higher. And we can all just try to lift the ribs higher by pushing forward and down into the feet and into the backs of the upper arms. Feel the front of the body inflating with the inhale. And then on the exhale, try to lift the back of the body up to meet the front of the body more. And release the hands if they're clasped. Slowly lower the hips down. Now we're going to go into a second round, this time with the option of trying a wheel. Even if you can't fully get into the wheel, it's nice to start trying so that eventually with practice you can get there. Or if you want to just do the bridge again, that's fine. And if you're in the hand clasp version, bring the opposite thumb on the outside. If you want to join me for the wheel, the hands come down onto the ground, tucked under so that the fingertips point toward the shoulders. And then you lift the hips like you would in bridge, and then roll onto the top of your head. And this may be as far as you get today. That's fine. If you feel strong enough to push into your hands, maybe you can lift your head off the ground. Maybe you can straighten the arms. If you're up, lower your head down gently and lower your body down. If you're in bridge, also lower your body down and come back onto your back. Hug the knees to the chest. Lift the forehead to the knees. Hug in nice and tight. If you're in the wheel, you might benefit and want to bring the backs of your hands together inside those bent knees, stretching those wrists. Actually, we can all benefit from that. Good. And then we'll just grab hold of those feet, lower the head down, coming into a happy baby so that the feet are over the knees. Pull the chin toward the chest. Inhale deep, exhale the backs of the shoulders toward the ground. Good. And release and hug the knees in. Bring the feet down to the ground. Lift the tailbone, tuck it under, and release the legs and shake them out. If you're using a light pillow in your eyes, you can put that on now. And then we'll all let the arms rest out to the side. Let the legs come to rest at a nice distance apart. Close the eyes if that works for you. And take a deep breath in through the nose. Exhale out of the mouth, releasing the weight of the body into the ground. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, releasing the jaw, teeth, separating lips slightly parted. Inhale deep. Exhale out of the mouth, washing away the contents of the mind. And then allow your breath to rest, letting go of the effort to breathe, the intention to breathe in any certain way. Just letting the breath breathe for you. And noticing where in your body you most easily feel the breath. And resting your attention there. Just to be with the sensation of breath moving in and out. Letting your mind rest. Letting your body rest. Deeply relaxed. Letting go. Letting go. Letting go. Breathe into your heart. Little fingers and toes. Reach the arms overhead. Take a deep breath. Stretch long. Hug the knees to the chest. Rocking side to side. Feeling the ground, massaging your back. Come center. Rub hand to hand and foot to foot. And then roll over onto either side, resting your head on your underside arm, resting your body on the ground, and resting in the feel of the support, the feel of your practice, your own goodness. And then slowly lift yourself up to sitting, letting your head come up last. Sitting any way you're comfortable. Sinking the sit bones into the ground, lifting the head up toward the sky. Inhale the arms up. Exhale the hands together at the heart. Inhale the heart up to the hands. Exhale, shoulders relax down. Inhale deeply, breathing in from bottom to top. Take it all in. Let it all go. Drop the chin to the chest. Namaste.